Hello and welcome to Scots United, where I and my team of Scots, who are also me, bring you the latest in television, movies, and pop culture. So, Thanksgiving has ended. Hope you had a good time. I'm coming to you today from Ground Zero. This is where my Thanksgiving happened. I cooked most of the meal myself, not to brag. If you're looking for a way to spice up a rice dish that's just kind of rice, try a little coconut milk, some pomegranate seeds, a little shaved coconut. Um, Good time. To be honest, I only cooked for 3 people, myself included, so it was really just a glorified meal, but still, I think I did a good job. I paced everything out, things were running on schedule, and I also baked some cupcakes the night before, so success. In any case, speaking of cooking, if you're still in the mood to cook, if Thanksgiving hasn't sapped all of your cooking strength, let's go to Scott and hear about a new cooking show that just debuted on Netflix. Hey Scott, so I'm a big fan of Top Chef. I love Top Chef. I've watched it for so many seasons, and I'm waiting. Maybe you are waiting for the new season to begin. But until that time, the final table just popped up onto Netflix, and it's a standard cooking show, but it's a lot of fun. These kind of renowned chefs from around the world are joined together in teams of 2, and they work in teams of 2 against each other, and every episode is themed on the cuisine of a different nation, and so it's very international, and they have judges that represent that nation, and then a final judge that's like a food expert. So like the teams cook, and then whoever does the best gets like thumbs up, and then the 3 worst teams have to cook again, and then the worst of those 3 gets booted. So it's kind of a simple setup. It's not like Top Chef where they have to cook for 150 people, and they have to cook for a small group, and they have to change all these. It's pretty regimented in how it's structured, at least so far, about halfway through, but it's really elegantly filmed and shot. When they talk about the cultures of the different countries, they do some really amazing stuff and segments with the premier chef who's the final judge. And I don't know, the people are great, and I just love reality competition. It's fun, it gets me excited, makes me want to cook in this case as well, which I already love to do. So, hey, if you're into cooking shows as it is, or if you're just, waiting for Top Chef to start in a couple of weeks like I am, check out The Final Table. Okay, so Final Table sounds like a good time. Check it out on Netflix. Now, before we move on to our next topic, apparently Margo has an announcement. Let's take a look. I know Thanksgiving is over, Margo, but I really didn't want to start talking about Christmas already. Plus, I know you're really pushing for more dog roles and really, species-blind casting, but I don't think they're really going to go for a dog as the baby Jesus. All right, okay, Jesus. No. Moving on. Now let's go to Scott and hear about 2 cartoons that have recently debuted. Hey, Scott. Well, you know how it is with Netflix. You finish one thing and you hope to find something else to fill that, same-shaped hole in your heart. I had really enjoyed recently, as we discussed in the show, Hilda. Definitely geared more for kids, but really beautiful and enchanting. And also Big Mouth. Definitely a mature-themed show, but about adolescence. And I tried out 2 new cartoons that, frankly, left me wanting. Alright, okay, well, tell me more. Well, first, I checked out She-Ra, based off of the cartoon of the 80s. Now, I grew up on He-Man. I definitely watched some She-Ra that I remember, but I don't really have a firm grasp on the details, which is fine, because I know they changed things for this version. There's definitely, after 2 episodes, an empowerment angle. I actually think the Adora main character is kind of fun, and I kind of like her. I just don't know if it's enough to keep me wanting to watch more. Glimmer's a little bit grating. One of the other princesses, because there's several princesses now apparently. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure that it's something that I really want to spend any more time with. Okay, what about the other one?
The other show I tried out was Super Drags, which is like definitely has adult language and is more adult themed, and it's like a drag queen as superheroes team up show. I love RuPaul's Drag Race, Willem, Shangela, Trixie Mattel, Ginger Binge are all voicing on this, perhaps among others. Um, but after 2 episodes, I don't know, the humor I just thought kind of fell flat, and they were talking so fast I couldn't even keep up half the time. And I know, me complaining about people talking fast, I know, I'm hearing it myself. Nonetheless, I just thought, for something that I hoped would be great, I just wished it was better.
If you had to choose one over the other, is there one that you'd watch more of?
I might check out more of She-Ra, maybe if I just feel bored or tired, but Super Drags just kind of left me cold.
Okay, so maybe She-Ra if you're hard up for a cartoon, otherwise maybe don't waste your time. But speaking of not wasting your time, one thing you might check out, I've already seen the first episode of Escape from Dannemora. It's the Prison Break miniseries with Patricia Arquette, Paul Dano, and Benicio del Toro, directed by Ben Stiller. First episode was great, so hoping it continues to be good. Check that out. And other than that, we're done. This is it. Hope you enjoyed the show, and join us again next week.